to Gale Sayers' family, and rest in peace, Gale Sayers. Yeah, I'm a big sports fan, so I know who Gale Sayers is. He was a Hall of Famer. I've seen many clips of Gale Sayers, and he was a great player. So, just wanted to mention Gale Sayers. And Ruth Bader Ginsburg, Supreme Court Justice, also passed away here within the last few days. And this one is of particular importance, that Ruth Bader Ginsburg was 87 years old. So she was old by any standard. And she was a Supreme Court Justice, which you have that job for life. Right now, that's the way it is. Once you become a Supreme Court judge, a Supreme Court Justice, you are sworn in, and then you have that job until you die. So, Ruth Bader Ginsburg. You might hear them talking about RBG, and that's who they're talking about, Ruth Bader Ginsburg. Everything is shortened to initials these days. They shorten everything. So when you hear somebody talking about Justice Ginsburg or RBG's memorial, which President Trump was booed at, actually, which is another thing that's funny, but not funny, because Ruth Bader Ginsburg didn't live at least a little while longer, so that the shenanigans that the Republicans are pulling off, it looks like they're going to pull it off, wouldn't be happening if Ruth Bader Ginsburg had, still been alive until after President Trump was no longer in office. That would have been great. And the reason is because he's already, this is the 27th. She died probably on Thursday or something. Wednesday. I can't remember exactly what day it was. This is Sunday when I'm doing this. Ruth Bader Ginsburg died, and the president has already put up a nominee, a conservative judge who the Republicans want to put a conservative judge up for nomination and vote on it. The Senate has to vote on it. And then they feel like that will be in their favor whenever they have to have anything go to court, to the Supreme Court, that they will have 6 conservative judges in the Supreme Court and only 3, because they got 9 justices. I know to a lot of you, this is boring news, but this is news of what's going on in America. There's 9 justices, so 6 of them, if the Republicans are able to get their way and push this new justice, let me get her name real quick. All right, the young lady's name, and she's 48, so not exactly young, but the new justice nominee by President Trump is Amy Coney Barrett. So she's a conservative judge who is a Republican, and she's been nominated to fill the seat of Ruth Bader Ginsburg. So President Trump feels that if he has to steal the election because he loses and he has to take it to the Supreme Court, then he will win because he'll have most of the judges will be conservative judges. So that's why he wants to hurry and push this through real quick before not before the election, but before he actually leaves office. So the election is actually on November 3rd. But Trump doesn't actually have to leave office until January. So once and this year, because of COVID, they're not really expecting the results of the election to be known on November 3rd, or maybe not even on November 4th. Like the 3rd is on Tuesday. And so the 4th is on the Wednesday. And so because of all the mail-in ballots, they're not expecting to know exactly the results of the election, not unless it's a landslide, which is possible. Joe Biden could win in a landslide, and even though all the votes are not in, if there's enough votes in several states to where Trump couldn't possibly win, then they will give the Electoral College votes to Biden and declare him the winner. But if that doesn't happen, like it's a close race, and I'm sure in some states it will be a close race. In some states, Biden will win by a landslide. I'm sure in California and probably New York, since President Trump has said so many negative things about New York. There's a few other, I'm sure Washington State and then Oregon. He said so many terrible things about Seattle and Portland. I'm sure in those states that he's going to lose by a landslide. Even the people who were going to vote for him, they don't really appreciate him saying all kind of dumb shit about their state. So, but what Trump was hoping to do was to rig the election. He tried to do that by shutting down the post office. He didn't shut it down. It just made it run a lot slower so that the mail-in ballots would not be able to be counted. And he could say we should, he knows that Biden's going to get a lot of mail-in ballots because a lot of people are not going to the polls. They're going to mail in their vote. And so if a lot of the ballots weren't counted, Trump could say we should determine who's the winner right now before those ballots are counted. That's what he was trying to do by slowing down the post office. But he done it too soon, He should have waited until 2 weeks before the election and then pulled that scam with the post office. He showed his hand too soon. So that's not going to work. And the reason that's not going to work is because people are voting early. There's a lot of early voting going on around the country. And that's always been the case. But now there's early mail-in ballots. Like people are sending in ballots right now. So there's still, 38 days till the election. And it's not going to take 38 days for those ballots to get to where they need to go, to the Board of Elections in each and every town that they have a Board of Elections. In some of these small towns, they have to go to the closest city of significant size with a Board of Elections. And that's where they count all the votes for everybody who's on the ballot, not just president. So President Trump, he's trying everything he can to steal the election, to cheat, and, to do things that are illegal. He just to the point now where he doesn't even care if it's illegal, just as long as he can get away with it. That's all he's worried about, is getting away with whatever he's doing and winning the election so he can stay in power. Oh, he's already planning to just stay in power, stay president for the rest of his life, not just another 4 years. He's already talking about how they should be able to have another term after this one, because Obama spied on his campaign, which is nonsensical, actually. These are conspiracy theories, and it's really just where this country is actually right now with the conspiracy theories. Conspiracy theories are bigger than I ever thought they would be. I never thought so many people would believe in such nonsense, but they do. I mean, I don't know if you're listening to this podcast, if you've heard the ridiculous nonsense about President Trump rounding up pedophiles, running a secret sting operation. But that is not happening, okay? I can't believe grown adult men and women who seem to be of at least average intelligence believe that President Trump, the most selfish individual I've ever seen, is going to give a damn about pedophiles. I mean, he was hanging out with Jeffrey Epstein, and I'm not saying President Trump is a pedophile, but he certainly knew Jeffrey Epstein was the leader of human trafficking, and he didn't seem to care about it. The lady that Jeffrey Epstein, his girlfriend, she was helping Jeffrey Epstein. Her name is Maxwell Giselle. I think it's some weird name like that. But President Trump said, "I wish her well." She'd been arrested, and he said, "I wish her well." He said it twice, actually. When he was asked about it, he said, "Yeah, I do wish her well. I wish her well." You don't wish the head of a pedophile ring well if you're planning to arrest pedophiles. You would not say that at all. You would say something to the effect is, if she's have anything to do with supplying pedophiles with underage children, then I hope she goes to jail for a long time. That would be more along the lines of what needs to be said, not "I wish her well." You know what I'm saying? You wish a distant cousin well when someone asks you about them. You don't wish someone who's running a ring of human trafficking to rich people well. So, yeah, President Trump, first of all, he's an idiot. He's not a smart person. He's a moron. He's dumb. So, those of you who think that President Trump is running a secret sting operation, rounding up pedophiles, this has got to be the most ridiculous and idiotic thing I've ever heard. I don't think I've heard one thing dumber than someone thinking that President Trump, he's a selfish guy. He's not going to take his personal time away from politicking to set up an organized sting operation to round up pedophiles. I mean, he has been accused of being one of them by people. And I don't know if he is or not. I know that he has made some pretty weird comments about teenage girls and looking good and how he would be dating them in 10 years, which is creepy and weird, to say the least. Doesn't mean he's a pedophile, but it does mean he's a weirdo and a pervert. Okay? So, you're saying, some of you conspiracy theorists are saying that President Trump, of all people, is going to round up pedophiles on the DL, on the down low.